This is Jarrod Horak for the RunawayHorse.com, back with my second video this week. I just took a look at the Beverly D Stakes from Churchill Downs. In this video, I'm going to do the Fourstardave from Saratoga. I've been doing these Saratoga videos each week, and I've also been doing these Breeders' Cup Win and You're In videos. That Beverly D was a Win and You're In for the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf. This Fourstardave is a Win and You're In for the Breeders' Cup Mile. Now I'm going to go back and recap last week's stakes races from Saratoga. And some of those races I did give out on my Horse Racing Nation Best Bets blog. And if you're interested in that daily blog, I will provide links in the description in this video to my bonus free selections. You can find some free selections on our Breeders' Cup 2022 page at therunawayhorse.com, my Horse Racing Nation Best Bets blog at horseracingnation.com. And then I also post a daily free selection on the Del Mar website. And I will provide links in the description in this video for all of those free selections. I've been especially on a roll on my best bets at horseracingnation.com. Now last week for the stakes races at Saratoga, for my HRN play for August 5th, the National Museum of Racing Hall of Fame Stakes, a grade 2 at Saratoga, my top choice, Ready to Perform for trainer Brad Cox and Joel Rosario, got the job done there. And then they also ran the grade 3 Troy Stakes on August 5th at Saratoga. No surprise there. Golden Pal for trainer Wesley Ward, the favorite, won that one, and Irat Ortiz Jr. was aboard. Now last week I did do the Whitney Stakes from Saratoga as a Win and You're In for the Breeders' Cup Classic, and in that video I picked Hot Rod Charlie as my value top choice, but I knew Life is Good was going to be tough to catch, and that was the case. Life is Good got out there, controlled the pace, kept on going. Todd Pletcher, Irat Ortiz Jr., and then Happy Saver edged Hot Rod Charlie for the runner-up spot. I think the difference between second and third was probably the stretch run. Happy Saver had that inside run. Hot Rod Charlie swung out, raced wide in the stretch, and he just got nipped by Happy Saver for the runner-up spot. But Life is Good was certainly best in that grade 1 Whitney. Now, they also ran the grade 2 Glens Falls on August 6th at Saratoga, and a heavy favorite one there, Warlike Goddess for trainer Bill Mott. Joel Rosario was aboard. Now, on August 6th last week, at Saratoga, another stakes race, and I did for my Horse Racing Nation Best Bets, the Grade 1 Saratoga Derby. Nation's Pride was the winner for Charlie Appleby and William Buick. My top choice was Annapolis, ended up finishing second. Did have that exacta there. Classic Causeway set the pace, and he ended up finishing third. And then in the Grade 1 test, Chi-Town Lady for Wesley Ward and Joel Rosario. They were the winning combination there. Now on August 7th, I was back for my Horse Racing Nation Best Bet for the Grade 3 Saratoga Oaks. I went with the Moonlight for trainer Charles Appleby and William Buick, and they did win that race as the favorites. McCulloch was second, Chad Brown trainee. And then last Sunday, the Adirondack Stakes at Saratoga. Naughty Gal got the job done for trainer D. Wayne Lucas. And Janice Joplin was second. Sabra Tuff was my top choice there. She ended up finishing third. Now the leading jockeys and trainers right now at Saratoga. Now if you look at the leading riders, Irat Ortiz Jr., he has a nice comfortable cushion, 7-win cushion over Luis Saez. So Irat Ortiz Jr. with 31 wins. Luis Saez has 24. Next in the standings, Joel Rosario with 22 wins. And then a little bit of a gap back to Flavien Prat. He's worked his way up to fourth in the standings with 16 wins. And then rounding out of that top 5, Javier Castellano. So there are the top 5 riders. And then the trainers right now, Chad Brown's comfortably in the lead over Todd Pletcher. He has 23 wins. Todd Pletcher has 16. And then Mike Maker has 11. And then we have Christophe Clement, Bill Mott, and then Steve Asmussen. So those are your leading trainers right now and leading jockeys as well at Saratoga. Now let's get into the stakes race that I'm going to be doing this week. But before I do, I'm going to be doing more stakes selections from Saratoga this week, horseracingnation.com. I just did the 10th race for Wednesday, August 10th. My top choice did get the job done there. And then Thursday, I'm going to do a stakes race with Saratoga for my HRM play Friday. And then probably this weekend, I'll be doing some as well. So go on over and check that out if you're interested in those free selections. I'm going to be doing the 10th race from Saratoga for Saturday, August 13th. It's the Grade 1 $500,000 Fourstardave Handicap. It's a handicap for 3-year-olds and up, traveling 1 mile on the inner turf course, 6:13 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, this is a Breeders' Cup Win and You're In for the Breeders' Cup Mile. Number 1 is Casa Creed for Bill Mott. Luis Saez is going to be aboard. Now, if you look at her form, he can handle a mile. He's got 13 starts at 1 mile, 2 wins, 2 seconds, and 4 thirds. He's run 3 times at Saratoga with a win and 2/3. He exits a win in the Grade 1 Jaipur, 6 furlongs at Belmont Park on the turf course. And right now, if you look at his form from January of 2021 all the way up to June of 2022, most of his very good races, he was best as a late running turf sprinter. And now he's going to have to go this mile. Like I said, I know he can handle a mile, but I think at this point in his career, he's best as a late running turf sprinter. Number 2, Front Run the Fed. And this one, Irat Ortiz Jr., the leading rider, is going to be aboard. He's 1 for 2 at Saratoga. He's run 6 times at this distance with a win, a second, and 2/3. Colonial Downs last time out, he won a little stakes race there, $150,000 stake, 5.5 furlongs on turf. So he seems like one. Right now, his best form has been rallying from off the pace and running well in turf sprints. And again, he's handled a mile, but I think he might be better as a late running turf sprinter. Number 3, Regal Glory for trainer Chad Brown. Jose Ortiz is going to ride this one. Now she loves to win races. She's 12 for 19 lifetime. She's banked more than $2 million. She's 3 for 3 at Saratoga, and she's run 12 times at 1 mile with 7 wins and 3 seconds. She's won her last 4 graded stakes. She won last fall the Grade 1 Matriarch at Del Mar, and then since then, this year, she won the Pegasus World Cup Filly and Mare Turf by a couple lengths there. That was a Grade 3. The Grade 1 Jenny Wiley Keeneland at a mile and a 16th. She stuck from second. She won that one. Last time, the Grade 1 Just a Game, she rallied from 10 lengths back to win going away by 3 lengths. The runner-up and the show finisher were both next out stakes winners. So she's sharp, she's versatile, she loves to win, she loves Saratoga. And females can certainly win this race as well. Got stormy in 2019 when she was a 4-year-old filly, won this one for Mark Casse. And then she won this race also in 2021 when she was a 6-year-old. So no problem with the mare here, Regal Glory, being competitive in this spot. She certainly should be. Number 4, Masen, Chad Brown, Flavien Prat, good jockey trainer team. They show a profit together recently, winning 32%. And this one run well in all 3 starts in this country. Second by a nose in the Grade 1 Maker's Mark Mile. That was on April 15th at Keeneland. And then won the Seek Again Stakes, $100,000 non-graded stake. Dominated that one by 5 lengths. Then last time, the Grade 3 Poker, stalked from second, won that one nicely. Now this one, obviously stepping up a little bit, I think, in class. They've really spotted this one well since he's been in this country. Solid contender, very consistent horse, and has that good tactical speed. Sat in second in all 3 starts this year. I think he should be right up on that pace. And then number 5, Get Smokin. This one could end up being the pace center for trainer Mark Casse. The Grade 3 Forbidden Apple last time out. Chased a strong pace, battled on the lead, and then ended up finishing 4th. Has 11 starts with 3 wins, 2 seconds, and a 3rd at this 1 mile distance, but is 0 for 4 at Saratoga with a 2nd and a 3rd. So I think they're going to probably try from that outside post with Javier Castellano aboard to try to wire the field here. So Get Smokin looks like the pace setter. I wouldn't think that Masen is going to be too far back. Regal Glory they can place anywhere, and then look for Front Run the Fed, and then Casa Creed to be running on late. This probably comes down to the Chad Brown runners, Regal Glory and Masen, and I'm going to go with Regal Glory on top. She's just so sharp and versatile. Her last 2 speed figures stand out. I just think she's in the form of her career. She's a 6-year-old mare in outstanding form right now. And if she runs back to either of probably any of her last 4 races, she has a very good chance to win this. So in 2021, she was purchased for $925,000. She's just been doing some outstanding work. And I think that she's going to continue to have top form. They're probably going to place her somewhere in the top 3. If my best guess would be Get Smokin sets the pace, Masen maybe sits second, and then they can just place Regal Glory right there within striking range. And I think she's going to pounce on the leaders and get the job done for trainer Chad Brown and jockey Jose Ortiz. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this content. And that will wrap up this video. I will continue to do these Breeders' Cup Winning You're In videos, and then also my weekly Saratoga videos as well. And that'll wrap up for this week. Until I see you next week, good luck at the races.